All right, I made it here to the cabin, and I asked you all a question on Instagram if you wanted to see me cook a dinner here in the cabin. So the majority of you answered yes, so here we go. It's probably going to be a long video, and I'm sorry for that, but hopefully you'll enjoy what I'm going to make. I'm going to make homemade meatloaf. I do make it with some different ingredients than what most people do. And then I'm cheating, and I bought already made mashed potatoes that I can just heat up in the microwave. And I think there's a microwave. Yes, there is a microwave. And then some asparagus that I'm going to steam in the microwave as well. And then for dessert, I have already made key lime pie. So let's just get started with the ingredients that I use for the meatloaf. Oh, and I got cornbread also. So we're gonna make that. The ingredients that I use for my meatloaf, and it's gonna make a bunch because there's just no way to buy like half of these ingredients. So I'll be eating it tonight, tomorrow, and the next day. But a pound of lean ground beef, a roll of sausage, and I usually get Bob Evans, but they didn't have it, so I got Jimmy Dean. A couple eggs, some shredded cheese, and I get Italian. It's 4 different cheeses. Cholula hot sauce, Italian seasoning, and then spray for the pans. I did go ahead and buy some disposable meatloaf pans. I didn't figure those would be here. Some breadcrumbs, some beef broth, and sweet chili Doritos. This at home I'll put in a Ziploc baggie and roll over it with a rolling pin and crush it up really fine and use it like the breadcrumbs. And then an onion. Unfortunately, there's not a big knife here, so I don't know if this is not even like a normal size steak knife. It's really tiny. Look how skinny that is. So hopefully that cuts this onion. All the dishes are here that I need. I don't know if this can go in the oven. I'm gonna be putting my glasses on, guys, because although I think it's 20/25 vision far away, I have trouble seeing up close. No stovetop, no broiler, conventional oven, microwave safe. Okay, so I'll probably put the cornbread in this to bake it. And then I don't have any alcohol, but I'm going to pour me some water. Whoa, I forgot I took that lid off. Oopsie. Okay, so I'm gonna pour me some water because I'm probably going to need it talking to you guys for such a long time. Oh, and I did have to buy a thermometer because I don't like making meatloaf unless I know the temperature. And then they have plates, silverware. This is the cutest little cabin ever. So let's preheat the oven. And I'm setting it on 350 because if you guys know, meatloaf has to cook really long time and you don't want to burn it. And I picked meatloaf and mashed potatoes and asparagus and cornbread because I'm in Tennessee and that's kind of a southern meal. Plus, of course, I live in my vehicles and I don't have an oven, and it sounded really good. So we're gonna get started. Oh, and I also bought latex gloves because I don't like touching the meatloaf when you have to like blend it all up. So we're gonna get started. First of all, we should probably wash our hands, even though I'm putting these gloves on. Let's wash our hands. I'm sorry guys, but this video, I mean, there's no way to help it. I mean, I'll speed up like me chopping the onions and stuff, but it's gonna be long. I'm not a cook, and yeah, I'm just not a cook, so bear with me. All right, now we are going to chop up the onion. And you guys, I know some of these ingredients sound weird, like the sweet chili Doritos and maybe like the cheddar cheese, and the beef broth helps keep it moist along with the egg. And so let's just chop up this onion real quick. And I didn't see a cutting board, so I'm just going to use this plate. That way I don't run their countertops. And yeah, again, not a professional. So if I'm not chopping this right, give me advice. Plus, again, tiny little knife. Tiny. And I just kind of make these as small as possible. I don't want big chunky onions when I take into a bite of my meatloaf, you know? So, easier to do with the proper knife, but we'll do the best we can. But like I said earlier, I'm just here in Tennessee and North Carolina, trying to find some land, getting the feel for things, and trying to manifest a little bit better. Goodness. Yeah, you can see, not a professional. I'm trying to be as careful as I can with this knife. This is a lot of onion. I don't think I'll use all these onions, but we'll see. It's probably gonna make 2 big meatloaves. And back home, I usually use like 6 small meatloaf pans and make individual ones. They cook better. All right, these aren't really chopped up very small, but we're gonna make it work. Okay, now I'm going to put the hamburger in here. And the sausage. All right. Oh, I forgot to cook up the Doritos, but we'll do that. All right, I'm just gonna take some of these onions and some cheese. I have no measurements. I just guess. I don't know, that's about like a half a package. And then some. Let's just do it this way. Italian seasoning. It smells so good. And we want some beef broth. So we don't want dry. I can probably take these off since I'm not reading. We don't want dry meatloaf. And let's say, what? Oh, wait, I need to whisk these. See, I'm already forgetting. It's been a minute since I made this. All right. There's a whisk in there, but I'm just going to use this fork. Told you, not a professional. All right, that's good. So we get eggshells ready. All right, and then some breadcrumbs. And I don't know the best way to really crunch these up. This is a good stress reliever. Very many. And I use the whole bag. Now, I'm going to keep the lid off this because I might want to use some more seasoning. And I got canola oil to spray the pans. This is actually a pretty quick meal to make. I feel like I'm forgetting something though, but I don't know. Maybe I'm not. Let's take the lid off this. Oh, hot sauce. We gotta put the hot sauce in it. Hello, Cholula. Spice it up a little bit along with that sweet chili. Yeah, it's gonna be good. And I just kind of sprinkle some in here and I don't use any measurements. I do not put ketchup on the top of my, I do not put ketchup on the top of my meatloaf. I just, I'm not a big ketchup fan. And so, yeah, I just don't put it on there. Oh, let's leave that off. We might want some more. All right, now the fun part. You get in there and you really mush this meatloaf and mix all these ingredients up. Yeah, I cannot do this with bare hands. It just is too gross. I should have pulled my sleeves up, but I didn't. So we're gonna try to just be careful. Do you guys make meatloaf like this? Do you get in there with your hands and just mush it all together? Or do you even make meatloaf? Drop me a comment down below. Let me know what, how you make your meatloaf, if you use any ingredients that aren't the norm for meatloaf. Let me know what you use. Normally these chips would be a little bit more crunched up. But like I said, at home I take a Ziploc baggie and a rolling pin and I just keep rolling over it. So yeah. And let me know, do you guys just use hamburger? Do you use sausage in hamburger? I'm interested to know what all you guys use in your meatloaf. Yeah, this Airbnb has like all the dishes you need. There's a Keurig over there with coffee, and it has a little little thing of honey over there. I'll show you guys. This cabin is called the Honey Pot. The owners really like Winnie the Pooh, and it's Winnie the Pooh themed. There's all kinds of Winnie the Pooh pictures and stuff and quotes, and it's really super cute. I'm very happy with my first Airbnb experience. I would highly recommend it. Now, you can rent a whole house, you can rent apartments, you can rent a room. The options are endless. I might have put too much onion in here, but that's okay. We like onion. I like onion. But I think I'm going to need a little more Italian seasoning. I always, this is weird, but I always smell it to determine what I need more of. Yeah, I think we need more seasoning. So we're gonna get a paper towel to pick this up. That should be good. And a little more Cholula. And I think, shoot, some hot, or some, a little bit more beef broth. Whoops. I don't like dry meatloaf. Oh my goodness, I'm slinging it out everywhere. Oh shoot. With an Airbnb, you always want to make sure you clean up after yourself and treat it like your own home, of course. I don't know, but I can definitely say after being in this log cabin, it is for sure what I want. In the woods, Tennessee or North Carolina. 100% no doubts now. I'm in love with it. All right, should we put some more cheese in? Let's put some more cheese in. Why not? Tomorrow morning I'll probably make some eggs and cheese and hot sauce because I have all this food left over. Oh, that cheese smells so good. I'm doing good so far, not getting it on my sleeve. We'll cook this for at least an hour, and then I'll come back with you guys, and the the cornbread, you just mix water in. I got the kind that just mixed water, so I wouldn't have to buy milk. And I'll mix that up and put it in the bowl after I wash it. And yeah, and after it's all done, I will just come back and show you guys all the finished food when I get it plated up. Okay, so I think this is mixed up pretty good. So we're going to take our pans and try to divide this evenly. Like I said, at home, I use, this looks so gross. Oh, so gross, oh, it looks so gross. At home, I like using the small little mini bowls, and it'll usually make like 6 of them, but we don't have those here, so. And yes, my onions, if you can see them, are like huge. We're just gonna kind of shape it in a loaf. I think this one might be a little bit smaller, but that's okay. Yeah, we're definitely gonna, I bought a cooler, but I don't know how I'll heat it up if I take it with me, so. Unfortunately, I'm probably just going to have to throw some of it away. So what I'll do here, I'll put these in the oven, and then a little bit of time before I take them out, maybe 10 or 15 minutes, I'll sprinkle some of that cheese on top and get it nice and golden brown. I'm going to show you guys. These are the potatoes, garlic mashed potatoes. I'm just going to stick them in the microwave. And then I got asparagus and butter for the cornbread, butter with olive and sea salt. And then I got cold brew sweet cream coffee and some whipped cream. I just decided to go all out. And my key lime pie. And that's what we have for dinner, folks. And I'll be back when it's all done. Guys, when I came over here to the stove to check the meatloaf, look what I found. Big knives. Yeah. Oh well, the little one worked. All right, guys, so here it is. Asparagus, mashed potatoes, meatloaf, and cornbread. So I am going to eat. Let's try the meatloaf. See how it is. I like the end pieces, so let's check it out. Very moist. I know that's a weird word for people. The onions cooked down, so they're not overpowering. It's really good. Home cooked meal. Absolutely marvelous. I think I steamed the asparagus a little too long, but it's all good. Yeah, it's a little stringy, but you know. Potatoes. Those potatoes are just like homemade. Why go through the trouble when you can just get those and, you know. Let's try this cornbread now. I like sweet cornbread a little bit better, but this is still good, and it didn't require milk. It is falling apart a little bit, so probably because it was kind just with water. I'm gonna get off here though and finish eating. I would say overall it's a success. got my movie on called Falling in Love. I want love. My popcorn is popping. Oh yeah. It's movie time.